If you're always out of energy, you probably need to rewrite your inner story. Let me explain. In the last video, we uncovered something that most people never connect to burnout. It's not just that you're tired, it's that your attention has been fractured so often that your internal continuity is weakened. But today, we go underneath attention. Because even if you could stabilize your focus tomorrow, something would still feel off. And that something lives inside your body. Let me say something clearly at the beginning of this conversation. If you feel slightly on edge most days, even on good days, that doesn't mean that you're anxious or broken or traumatized. It means your nervous system has adapted to the environment you live in. Your nervous system has one primary job: to keep you alive. To do that, it constantly scans for signals of safety and threat. Not dramatic threat, not danger in the way that we imagine it, but unpredictability, overstimulation, unfinished cycles, lack of control. Modern life is filled with these signals: constant notifications on your phone, unresolved conversations, information overload, rapid context switching, the sense that something might need your attention at any moment. Your system reads all of that as vigilance, and vigilance, when sustained, becomes your baseline. You may not feel panicked, you may not feel stressed in an obvious way, but your system is slightly braced. Your shoulders are a little tight. Your breathing is slightly shallow. Your jaw is slightly clenched. Your mind is always kind of scanning ahead. This is what low-grade survival mode looks like in a high-functioning adult. And here's the important distinction. This isn't trauma. It's adaptation. Your nervous system has simply calibrated to constant input. Now, here's where most people object. They say, look, I'm successful. I handle pressure really well. I don't feel anxious. But survival mode doesn't always feel like anxiety. Often it feels like restlessness or irritability or the inability to fully relax or difficulty enjoying stillness or the strange experience of taking a break and feeling guilty instead of feeling restored. Does that sound like you? That's your system struggling to downshift. And when the nervous system remains slightly activated, attention can't stabilize. This is why the second video in this series mattered so much. You cannot stabilize fragmented attention while your physiology remains in vigilance, because attention instability is often a symptom, not the root cause. Here's what's happening neurologically. When your sympathetic nervous system is dominant, even mildly, your brain prioritizes scanning over depth. It favors speed over integration, and it allocates energy towards detecting change instead of sustaining focus. That makes sense in a dangerous environment. It's incredibly unhelpful in a modern cognitive one, though. So what happens? You try to focus, but your system keeps scanning. You try to relax, but your body won't settle down. You take a vacation, and it takes 3 days to just sort of feel normal. And then you return to the same environment and recalibrate back to vigilance immediately. This is the mismatch. Your biology evolved for cyclical stress followed by resolution. Modern life creates perpetual microstress without completion. And the longer that continues, the more your baseline shifts. Now, let me reconnect this to the larger arc. In the first episode, in the first video in this series, we learned about the invisible burnout from overexposure. In the second video, we learned about attention fragmentation. Now we see the layer that's underneath both of those. The nervous system is living in a state that prevents restoration. And here's where it gets even more important. Even when people calm their nervous system temporarily through meditation or breath work or a weekend off, they often recreate the same stressful patterns once they return to normal life. Why? Because regulation alone doesn't rewrite the internal model driving behavior. You can calm the system and still choose environments that destabilize it. You can relax the body and still operate from an outdated identity. And this is where the next video becomes critical, because beneath nervous system adaptation lies something even more powerful: your inner story, the identity model you're unconsciously living from, the assumptions that you formed years ago about what it means to be productive or valuable or responsible or successful. Many of those assumptions were formed in environments that no longer exist, but they're still running your life. And when identity scripts push you toward constant output, constant responsiveness, constant achievement, your nervous system never truly stabilizes because your choices keep reactivating it. In the next video, I'm going to talk about something most people never examine: why you keep recreating the same cycles, even after you understand them. why awareness alone doesn't create transformation, and why updating the inner model is the turning point. Because once identity shifts, everything reorganizes. Your nervous system stabilizes more easily, attention sustains more naturally, and burnout dissolves without force. This is where the impossible prompt protocol becomes even more tangible. It's not just about calming your body. It's not just about stabilizing focus. It's about systematically updating the identity architecture underneath both of them. If you want to understand why regulation alone hasn't solved this for you and how people are breaking the cycle at the level that actually matters, the next video is super essential. That's where we move from physiology to authorship. And once you see that layer, the path forward becomes unmistakably clear. I'll see you there.